All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Paradise Double Ice Complex for this morning's game between the Northwest Bulls and the Pictou County Crushers. The Pictou County Crushers have their ticket booked to the final already with their 14-0 win over the Mid-Isle Matrix yesterday. The Bulls still fighting for a spot in the final. It's not impossible yet. They have to win their next two games in order to make it happen, and I'm joined by a very special guest here tonight. Steve Winters, one of my former coaches. He's coaching me this year, actually, in under 15B. Steve, happy to have you with us.
Thanks for having me here, buddy. It's a pleasure.
Here's Hines right off the hop, plays it down around the boards. The Bulls have come to play. Here comes Little. Little bringing it in on net, lost to Frazier. Going out to the blue line, teed up and shot by Hines. Rebound freed in front, and that one taken up the other way. It's Seth Monroe. What a great first name he has. Taking it to the net, he loses it down low, and now Jackson Frazier, the man with the goal of the tournament, the between the legs goal. You've probably seen that on social media somewhere. That's going all over the internet, and we got a delayed penalty coming up here. It's head contact against somebody on the Bulls. They're trying to pick him out of the crowd. And it's going to be Jackson Frazier going to the penalty box. So, Steve, if you were on the bench of the Crushers and you get a power play this early, what would you be telling the boys?
Just basically keep calm. It's early in the game. There's still lots of time left. You got 4 minutes up there with the head contact. So just keep your composure. Shots on nets. Just get into the groove.
And what would you be telling the Bulls on the bench to have a 4-minute penalty just 40 seconds into the game?
Same thing. Just keep dumping the puck. Keep your cool. It's too early in the game.
Here's Ewan Sim getting it down low. He had 6 goals in his game yesterday, a double hat trick for him. He scored 5 goals in the first 9 minutes of the first period, which got to be some sort of record. And he had the hat trick in the first 4. As he gives it down low to Swain. Eli Swain with a pass out front. Cameron leaving it there for Williams, and it finds its way into the net. What a shot. Steve, you always tell us in the dressing room, shoot low.
Shoot low, buddy.
And it worked out here.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen, what's going to hit.
A few bodies in front of the net, and it just trickles past the netminder, McDonald. Looked like he got the tip on it, but Williams is going to get the goal credit, and that's the first half of that penalty gone. So what are you telling the Bulls on the bench now? 1-0 down to an undefeated team, still trying to kill a penalty.
Still same thing, still early. Lots of ice time, or lots of time left on the clock.
Here's Ewan Sim trying to take it up. McCallum gives it there to Swain. Up to Cameron. Now McCallum brings it in, and that one called for offsides. Is there any penalty, Steve, that you find annoying as a coach? Like one of your players take it and you're like, oh my goodness, not this one again.
I'm going to say interference because it's so easy to call that or not call it. It's just it's subjective in the angle of the coach or the ref.
And your son, Nick, is a defenseman, and he takes lots of interference penalties, so maybe that's a factor on why you have a lot of rage against that call. Over to McCallum. He's chasing it. He gets it out to Williams. Williams gives it across to Cameron. Now down to Sim. Sim walks in and shoots. That one saved. Rebound. They try to jam it past, but Fournette stands tall in goal for the Bulls with 13:24 remaining in the first period. Steve, what do you think makes these provincials and Atlantics so special to these players and these fans?
It's the age. You get the grandparents involved, you get the parents, you get everybody, and having the ability to watch online, I think it's fantastic for those who can't make it here. That's just exciting hockey at this level.
And I mean, even when you walk into the Paradise Double Ice Complex, you can already feel the excitement as soon as you open the doors. It's like it slaps you right in the face.
Absolutely.
And I mean, we're not even out on the ice, and I mean, I'm pumped up here in the broadcast booth, so.
And I'm trying to control myself not talking, so it's good. It's good. It's excellent.
Yeah, sometimes one of the issues with me is I get too into the game that sometimes I forget to talk. Here's Grace giving it across. That one ripped on net, and another shot from the blue line. It's Matthew Cameron putting it over Fournette. That was a weird shot, almost a knuckle puck like in the Mighty Ducks movie, and that one just gets over Fournette, and the Crushers jump out to a 2-0 lead early in this game. And Steve, you must love teams that start on time. This is the Crushers' 16th goal of the tournament in the first period alone. So you must be pretty satisfied with that.
Absolutely. You got to get out of the gates quick. Shots on net.
They always seem to start on time. Don't know what the coaches are telling them, or I don't know what they had for breakfast, but I want to get that too. Here's Giberson with it down behind the net. Trying to get it up ice, and now away go the Bulls. They had a rough start, but this team is quite the team. They had 43 shots against the Matrix on Thursday, so they know how to get the puck to the net. Here's Grace sending that one up ice. It's picked up by Eli Swain. Swain putting that one down low around the boards. It goes to Grace. Grace back to Swain. McDonald in front of the net. He gets it out to the blue line. Cameron dumping that one back down around the boards. And now here's Swain trying to twist away, showing off his edge work against Giberson. And now here's Cormier, who actually had to sit out yesterday. Wasn't feeling well, but we're so happy to see him back out on the ice here and know that he's doing better. Back around the boards there to Hines. That one chipped by, and now away go the Bulls, looking to make something happen. McDonald gives it across. Cormier going to chase it down. Cormier with it behind the net. He begins to take that one up ice. Cormier still trying to take it up here. He banks it off the boards. McDonald waiting for it in front of the net. Bulls trying desperately to get it out of their zone. This is the Bulls' first day with 2 games. They play the Hitmen at 3:30, I believe that game is today. And that will determine, I mean, that's probably a preview for, if the Bulls lose this game, that'll be a preview for the bronze medal game. But there's still a possibility that 4 out of the 5 teams can make the championship, and that's what makes this Atlantics so special. So, Steve, have you ever coached a AA team or a AAA team?
I have not. No, my son was on AA the last 2 years, and I stepped aside, and it was enjoyable just to watch him as a spectator and support him as a parent.
And what do you think the difference is between like AAA and AA in terms of watching A or B hockey?
I'm going to say discipline. They give that a little extra effort. It's just more competitive. I think there's a bigger drive there that I found.
And they do a lot of off-ice training as well, 100%. Like conditioning and stuff too.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of work that goes into becoming so great. Up ice there to Sim. He gets it across to MacArthur. MacArthur up to McDonald to Sim. Sim taking it down low around the boards. MacArthur trying to get it back, but lost it on the wall as the Bulls try to break it up ice. Here they go, backhanded down around the boards. Adams in Gretzky's office looking to make something happen here. Beasley trying to get it back. Paul going to chase it down. Paul waiting, trying to get it out to Rouet. Losing it on the boards to Beasley. And now here's Cameron trying to free it. Sim getting it back. 9:55 remains in this first period. Both of these teams trying to make something happen. Crushers trying to grow their lead. Bulls trying to get back into this game. That one backhanded in. It goes off the boards. Ebbett sends that one into Watson. That one's called for offside. So, Steve, I mean, your team is up 2-0 here in the first period. What are you going to tell them on the bench? You're going to tell them to keep the foot on the gas pedal or play a more defensive game?
You're in an Atlantic championship. You keep the pedal right to the metal. You keep going.
I like that. I think that's a
Crash
good idea.
Net, shots on this. Yep.
Goal differential really matters
Absolutely.
here in this tournament as well. And the Crashers have really showed it matters to them. They've had no trouble finding the back of the net, especially in the first period of play. And now McDonald gets it off the boards, and it will go down the full way for an icing call. Steve, are you sweeping that puck down the ice curling there? I know you got a curling background too.
Yeah, one day curling background.
Maybe he'll be the next Brad Guju. Who knows?
You never know, right? You never know. If the coaching career doesn't pick up.
There you go,
I
yeah.
can always fall back on curling.
Yeah, if you don't get any NHL offers, you'll join Team Guju in the Brier next year.
I'll send you my resume.
Yeah, there you go. See? Hopefully Brad Guju's watching now down in Las Vegas for the Worlds, where he's representing Newfoundland and Labrador, representing Canada. We're all very proud of him back home here. Oh, Sim tried to go for a sneaky little tuck-in goal there. Grace putting that one down around the boards to Swain, trying to get it out in front to Smith. And now McDonald shoots. Great stop in net by Fournette. Man, these netminders don't get enough credit in hockey. Imagine the pressure on them in Atlantics especially.
Absolutely.
I don't know how they keep calm. I mean, sometimes when we're just having a little scrimmage, I'll play defense and I'm a nervous wreck out on the ice and it'll just be practice. Here's Smith trying to get it in. That one turned over, banked off the boards. Cameron going to chase it down ice. Ebbett is going to pick it up, and it is an icing call. And it's a busy weekend here in the Paradise Double Ice Complex. The House League Tier 3 tournaments going on Rink 2. Avalon Celtics in action. Lots of kids you used to coach, Steve.
Absolutely, yep.
A few of our AP players. So during the intermission, we'll be looking through the window here to see how they're doing in that game. Here's Clark stepping in for it. That one turned over to McEwen. Here's Adams taking it behind the net. Adams pass off the boards. That one picked up again. Crushers looking to break it out. The Bulls haven't had a bad game. They just had a tough start with those 2 penalties they had to kill off. It's too bad. The score doesn't tell the tale of this game, that's for sure. And that's going to be another icing call here against the Bulls. And Steve, how do you think 2 early goals is changing the morale for both of these teams on the bench?
Well, I think from the Bulls' perspective, they're gonna, they're digging in. They only got the 1 shot on net there, but it's just again, it's early in the game. I know it's repetitive, but it's still 6 shots from one side, 1 for the other. They just need more shots on net, and they can easily turn this around.
And we've seen comebacks in this tournament, a lot of half comebacks. Last night, the Hitmen were down 3-0 after the first period. They managed to come back and make it 3-2, but they couldn't score that 3rd goal. So the Bulls are far from out of the woods yet. Got to see them play against the Matrix, and they are relentless on offense, to say the least. Here's Sim bringing it in on net. That one poked away. They've done a great job of shutting Ewan Sim down as well. He has 8 goals in this tournament, tallying him up for 11 points. He has 3 assists alongside with that, so he is really playing some great hockey here. Thrown in front, and that's tipped in front by, looks like Gavin McCallum's going to get the goal, and it's 3-0 for the Crushers here in the first period. Steve, I mean, that was a beautiful passing play in front. What would be your offensive strategy now for the Crushers? You're up by 3 with lots of time left. What would you tell them to do when they get in the offensive zone?
Don't go back on your heels. Keep pushing forward. And if you're the Bulls here, I guess you're on the bench trying to keep the kids in check, kind of motivate them. Looks like they might be going to the power play here now, so you might see a little bit of.
And it must be hard getting down 3-0 so early on the bench. I mean, what do you notice with your players when your team gets off to a bad start? What do you notice about the morale and the body language?
You can really tell in their body language. Yeah, that's exactly it. You can see their heads coming in off the ice to the bench, their heads down. You just got to keep them motivated, keep them positive, and keep preaching to them, keep shooting, keep doing what you're doing. Break it down instead of a full game. Break it down to a period. Break it down to a shift. Break it down to 30 seconds at a time.
Here's Jackson Frazier with it on the boards. What's he going to score this time? The Michigan pull off the lacrosse goal, and now here's Ewan Sim looking for a shorthanded goal, but a great defensive play by Rouet. Sim trying to drive it to the net. Here's Frazier with it. Frazier trying to take it up ice. Away he goes. Frazier bringing it in on the net. And by the way, folks, if it sounds like we're not excited about the goals, we both got shortened voices. Steve in his curling tournament yelling hurry hard all weekend, and me calling all these games. I got to sound pretty monotone, trying to save it up for the bronze medal and championship games, so I won't sound like this when I'm calling the championship or the bronze medal. So hopefully you guys will understand. As that puck finds its way back down the ice, Gieberson is going to pick it up. With 6:25 remaining in the first period, Gieberson gets it up ice to Smith. Back to Gieberson. Gieberson sends it over to Adams. Adams bringing it in on the net, trying to slip it back out in front. That one lost on the boards to Connor Grace. And now here's Gieberson waiting. He takes a shot. That one blocked in front. Frazier is going to try to get it. Here's Swain trying to play it off the boards. Kept in by Ebbett. And now Frazier with it. Frazier taking it to the net. It goes out to Adams. Adams shoots, rebound, freed in front. Oh, what a save by Ben McDonald. Glorious opportunity there for the Bulls, and seems like they're getting their offense going here on this power play. Here's Ebbett with it behind the net. He starts to take it up ice. Ebbett pass up to Adams. Adams back to Frazier. Frazier slips it in. Clark gonna move in for it. Paul trying to free it. Frazier now. We're back to even strength here at the Paradise Double Ice Complex with 5:15 remaining. There's Paul still trying to shovel it through. Cameron stepping in to help. And now Adams, he's gonna tee it up and shoot. Oh, it almost trickled past McDonald, and that's gonna be a penalty against Frazier. He's gonna go to the penalty box for 2 minutes. That's for body contact, and that's an unlucky call against the Bulls. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. They got the momentum going there, and they're kind of taken away here now with this little penalty.
So the Bulls have 2 games today. What would you tell these kids about what they need to do when they get back to their hotel room?
Well, I wouldn't say anything right now. I mean, when they get back to their hotel room, I don't even think I'd bring it up. I'd say just keep focused on this game. Depending on the outcome of the game when we get back, then the story would be different.
Here's Hines giving it into Sim. Hines gets it back. Now that one played down low. Back out to the blue line to Hines. Hines cross ice to Cormier. Cormier back to Sim. Now here's Hines with it out at the top. Hines shoots, and that one easily saved in net by Damien Furnett. That's a good little rhyme there. Save the net, Damien Furnett.
That was some good puck movement they had there.
Seems like these Crushers know where everybody is out on the ice.
Absolutely. They're really clicking out there today.
What's your favorite kind of goal, Steve? A passing play, a snipe from the blue line?
Oh, I mean, it's always like the highlight reel is a good one, but I like being the underdog and, a little trickle one in, shorthanded goal. They're always the favorite to get you motivated.
And those are always the sweetest as well. It makes the other team mad, and maybe you can suck a few penalties out of them, get on the power play.
It's frustrating for the other team, so maybe the Bulls can get a little shorty here now, and we'll see what happens.
Rouet gets that one down the ice. Picked up by Hines. 4 minutes remain in the first. Here's Cormier. Sent across to Sim. Sim taking it up. He has a look, cuts to the outside, drives it to the net, out in front, and that one saved the net by Furnett. And Steve, how do you think the netminders can motivate their team?
Keep making those big saves, keep them going. And goalies are different than themselves. They got their own little groove and their own little traditions, so they'll find their groove, and the bigger shots that they save, they'll keep the team motivated.
Out to the blue line to Cameron. Giving it in there to Little, back out to the blue line to Williams. Shooting, that one blocked in front. Cohen Little gonna pick it up on the boards. And it looks like one of the Bulls players, not quite sure who it is Clark. He got the puck to his hand. He's holding that, but he's still out on the ice, trucking through it here. Out to the blue line to Cameron. Cameron down low. Oh, beautiful passing by the Crushers. And now here's MacGyver with it out to the blue line to Williams. Williams moving in, shooting. That one blocked. That goes wide of the net. And now they reset again. Little out to Williams. Williams over to Cameron. Cameron shoots. That one goes wide, and we're back to even strength as Jackson Frazier comes out of the penalty box. Up come the Bulls. That one redirected away in goal by Ben McDonald. He played in the Atlantic Cup last year, under 11 AAA with the undefeated Hounds. So that kid is not used to losing, and we got another penalty coming up here. It's Gabe Toma going to the penalty box for 2 minutes, and that's another body contact call. And it seems like the emotions are starting to get to both of these teams. Absolutely, yeah. A lot of they need to control their speeds. A couple of, I mean, it's not a hitting game, but there's two body checks, one head shot. The penalties are killing them out here. Yeah, that's really a big issue when you're trying to get back into the game, always being stuck in the box. And I think a part of it is the Bulls they're trying to be so aggressive that it's like they're not even trying to get the penalties. They're just trying to get the puck, and then, oh, my stick got caught in his skate, and now I'm in the box.
Absolutely. Not intentional penalties, just their penalties all the same.
Yeah, I call those working hard penalties. Those are the good penalties you want to take, as long as, you don't injure anybody, of course, or anything like that. Now here's Frazier keeping that one down low. Buying his team a little bit of time as McDonald takes it up ice. He sends that one across. In walk to Crushers. 2:05 left to go here in the first period. Cameron gets it. Cameron walking in on net. He drops it back out to Swain. Swain out to Cameron. Over to Grace. Grace moving in and shooting. That one saved. Rebound freed in front, and it just trickles through the middle. Back out to the blue line to Cameron. Cameron shoots, tipped in front. That one just sails wide of the net, and Frazier gonna try to backhand that one down the ice. Here's Grace with it. Grace trying to take it to the net. It goes out to the blue line to Cameron. Cameron walking in to Swain. Swain shooting, rebound freed in front, out to the blue line to Grace. Grace shoots, that one hits another body in front of the net. Crusher's doing a great job of moving the puck around the outside, but I think that also shows the Bulls are playing a great box formation, that they can't get it in.
About to say the same thing, bud. Yeah, absolutely.
That one giving up ice. Here's MacArthur. There's Paul laying on the pressure. Pass out front to Sim. Goes for the backhand. That one knocked away. Out to the blue line to Cormier. Cormier gives it into Sim. Sim walks in on goal. Toe drag move. Slips it out in front of the net, and it just gets away from McCallum. McCallum has 7 goals here in this tournament. Him and you and Sim have been on fire. We're back to even strength as Hines gets it into Sim. Sim taking it down behind the net. Out to the blue line to Cormier, who shoots. That one blocked in front. And now finds his way down the ice to Hines. Hines giving it across. Hines gets it back. Hines up ice to MacArthur. Getting away there. Clark gonna try to get it back. It goes to MacArthur. And now here's Sim. Sim moving in, trying to just squeeze it by the netminder, but it gets away. Hines managing to keep it in. Backhands it back into the zone, and they're going to run out of time here in the first period. So after 1, the score is 3 for the Crushers and 1 for the Bulls. Steve, you're on the bench for the Bulls. What are you telling them as they head into the second period?
No stupid penalties. 15-minute period. They were in the box for 8 minutes of that. 13 shots against them. They only had 3. They really got to keep their composure, really stay out of the box, get the shots on net. Just go back to basic hockey. The Crushers won the first period. Now it's the opportunity now for the Bulls to come out and see what they can do in the second.
And what would you be telling the Crushers on the bench?
Again, don't get carried away. You're up by 3. Just keep playing the way you're playing. Keep the puck movements. The Crushers are playing fantastic with regards to the power play. They're really moving that puck well. They're getting the shots on net. They just got to continue to keep doing what they're doing.
So we'll see what happens here in the second period. Bulls taking a bit of extra time over on the bench.
You really got to rally the troops now for the Bulls. They got to go to their leaders, get their leaders to step up, and then the rest of the team should hopefully follow.
And you're in charge of the defense on our team, so what would you be telling the defense of both of these teams?
When they're crashing the net, just make sure you're protecting the front of the net, protect the goalies, start blocking some more shots. They're really not playing that bad out there. It's just they're in the box, and they're constantly on their heels on the defensive side. So if they can really stay out of that box, I think the momentum of this game should shift.
Absolutely, should be an interesting finish here to this game. So after this period, there will be an intermission. I think that'll be a great time for these kids to head into the dressing room and take a little break. There's Frazier trying to power through Rouet, keeping it in out at the blue line. It's Frazier taking it to the net. Frazier lost it on the boards. Played up ice. That one tipped in front and saved in goal by Ben McDonald.
So already we see a shift with the Bulls for the last 35, 36, or 37 seconds out there. they can keep this momentum going here for the rest of this period.
And it's always so tough getting down early. It's a huge mountain to climb.
It is. But you're in a championship Atlantic, so you got to dig deep.
And if there's a time to do it, the time is now, that's for sure. Here's Cameron trying to get it off the boards. It's Swain taking it up the middle. In comes Swain, racing in all alone, but Giberson going to take him down. Seemed like there could have been 2 penalties there. Giberson's trip, and then Giberson got tripped, so I think they canceled each other out. There's actually a good amount of people here for 2 teams that aren't from Newfoundland. You'd expect it to be pretty empty, but a lot of kids from the AAA teams are in Newfoundland. A lot of kids coming over from the House League Championships to come over and watch the game.
It's great hockey to watch.
And that shows the great camaraderie here in hockey. That's what makes this sport so great. And Steve, what makes hockey so special to you?
It's the camaraderie. Ooh. It's the camaraderie. You're there with your buddies before the game, during the game, and after the game. Most of these guys play multiple sports together, so they really got that, especially at this level. I just love the camaraderie.
And it's also pretty fun, especially here in Newfoundland. Everybody knows everybody, so you're always playing against your friends.
Yep.
And it's every man for himself out on the ice, or every man and woman, I should say, for themselves. Sent up ice to Swain. Swain bringing it in, tried to do a little flashy pass there. Ooh. Trying to make maybe a better assist than Jackson Frazier. They're all trying to beat that goal. He set the bar so high in that first game. I'll have to try that goal in our Atlantics, in our provincials.
We'll do that at practice tomorrow.
Yeah, there we go. Good idea. I'll have no voice at practice, so if I score it, I won't be able to have any reaction to it. Here's Adams bringing it in. Paul is going to take it over now. He has Lawrence Williams on his tail. Williams won player of the game against the Knights. What a tournament he has had so far. Ebbett gets it down behind that. Once again, I mean, this game is so well matched. The score doesn't tell the tale. 3 power play goals for the Crushers is what's been the difference maker. What a goal that would have been from Ebbets.
Absolutely.
That would have been all the way from the Gander Airport if he scored that one. Almost a high stick call against the Bulls there. McCallum lost that one back, and now here's Giberson. Sending that one up to Watson. Cormier gives it across. Hines is going to pick it up. Hines over to Cormier. Cormier losing it on the boards to Watson. He puts that one down around. And now Hines is going to get it. Hines trying to free it on the boards. Watson waits for it in the middle. It hops over his stick. McCallum losing it. And now here come the Crushers taking it up the other way. McCallum bringing it in on the net. He's taken down. This has been a pretty physical game so far here in this one. Steve, how do you think that can affect the kids on the bench?
Play to whistle. If one team is playing with a little more intensity and the grind a little harder and being aggressive, then you got to match the same style.
And sometimes you see, kids get a little nervous when it gets physical, but these kids haven't been nervous one bit out here. They're all going in the corners, and they're all pretty fearless, so that's pretty good to see as Ewan Sim takes it in, cutting across the top, tried to slip it to the back door. Find his way out to Cameron. Around the boards, MacGyver picks it up. MacGyver trying to take it to the net. Oh, a little collision there as Frazier takes it up the other way. Jackson Frazier trying to get around Cameron. Frazier trying to twist away from Cameron. All he can hear in his head is da-na-na, da-na-na, the Sports Center theme song. Trying to outdo himself from yesterday. That one goes out to the blue line as Giberson. Now it's picked up by Cash Smith. Smith trying to get it to Rouet. Rouet almost gloving it down, and that one's going to find its way down the ice. There's been a lot of neutral zone play in this second period. Both teams just parking the bus a little bit here. As Monroe gets it up to Frazier. Frazier bringing it in. Toe drag around. Another toe drag. Trying to get it to net. He's taken down there. And now here's MacGyver. Trying to free it. It's Little. Taking it up ice. Monroe pokes it free, and he's just called for offsides. That is so unlucky.
Just the way the bench is situated there. They were going for a change.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying when that happens, but
it happens, yeah.
Sure, they'll have other opportunities here in this game. And is that why you don't pull the bench door open so you don't get blamed for any of that, Steve? None of the offsides calls or too many men on the ice. Here's Clark playing it down around the boards. It's McDonald who's going to leave it. Here's Toma. Down low, Williams gets it as he tries to free it. And now here's Adam trying to get it to the front of the net. McDonald is going to try to get it up ice. Paul is going to slip it to the middle here. That one turned over to Cameron. Cameron gets that one down. Ebbett going to chase it down here. And I got to say, all these teams have been so supportive of the broadcast team here. All the coaches I've had on, including yourself, Steve. We met a few great parents that said some kind words about us, so that was great to see. And
they were mostly about you, buddy.
Very much appreciated. And now here's Paul. Paul trying to take it up ice. And speaking of Paul McGraw is going to be joining me for the 12:30 game. That's the Matrix versus the Knights. Knights looking to book their ticket to the championship game, and the Matrix are looking to still be in the running for the bronze medal. And Steve, you coached with Paul McGraw?
I did, yes, for many years.
So that should be...
He's a very knowledgeable coach.
Oh, absolutely. Should be pretty interesting. McDonald lost sight of it, managing to cover it up. How do you feel about defenders taking the puck up ice? Does that get you nervous or anything?
There's a time and a place for it. Depends on the person too, but sometimes the kid got to go. It helps the confidence. If they do it once or twice, it's fine. If they do it 5 or 6 times, well, maybe we'll have a little chat.
Here's Giberson, blocked by McCallum. Giberson off the boards, picked up by Beasley. Beasley, one-hand pass up to Hines, who intercepts, but Beasley gets it back. Beasley down around the boards. That one sent up ice. Picked up again, the Bulls looking to make something happen as they turn and shoot it back up ice. Beasley sent ahead. Sim is going to take it back up the other way. Ewan Sim cutting up the middle. Beautiful move from him. He's taken down, and that one covered up in net by Damian Fernandez. It seems like the officiating is starting to let the two teams play. How do you feel about that, Steve?
That's what they have. That's one of those potential interference calls there. But again, if the refs are putting the whistles away, nothing's malicious out there, nobody's getting hurt, then both teams got to step up their aggressiveness. Dig deep.
And they did a good job of reading the room, I guess you could say. They started off by calling every little play, but now they're letting them play.
Absolutely.
And now here come the Bulls. What a second period they've had. They've done everything but put the puck in the back of the net, and Jackson Frazier almost just did it there, but McDonald is going to cover it up. And new life has been breathed into the Bulls.
You're really seeing a difference when they're not in the box there. They've got, I think, 4 or 5 shots so far in the second period, and the Crushers only got the 3, so the momentum is in the Bulls' favor.
And just looking over at their bench, the body language is completely different. They all look so happy, and there's the goal. Guess who it is? It's Jackson Frazier at the doorstep, and it's 3-1, and the Bulls are back in the game. There he is. That's their main guy.
That's it.
Jackson Frazier.
The leader's got a lead here now.
On the doorstep. And that's when you shoot low, Steve.
Absolutely.
Park yourself in front of the net.
Anything can happen when you shoot low.
And they just got to try to stay out of the penalty box now. They got their momentum going. Just look at that bench over there. I mean, half the team was sitting down earlier, but now they're leaped right up and ready to play. And that's so great to see, because this Bulls team is, I mean, they played some great hockey in this tournament, and they're going up against an undefeated team, which can be a bit discouraging, you know. So they're doing a great job, I think, and the Crushers are doing a great job of fending them off here as long as they can. Big shout out to Ben McDonald in the net. He's been peppered with shots here in this second period. Here's Frazier chipping it off the boards. Frazier trying to get it, and now away he goes. Jackson Frazier. Frazier still taking it to the net, but Cameron is going to intercept. And now here's McDonald. McDonald bringing it ahead. Swain to his left. That one turned over and chipped off the boards, and a souvenir for somebody in the crowd there. Get McDonald to autograph that puck. He might be an NHLer someday.
You never know, hey.
So what are you going to tell the Crushers on the bench, Steve, if you're over there? Their lead is starting to slip away. That Bulls are like a new team out there.
They are, yeah. Keep your composure. Keep, keep crashing that net. Keep shooting the net. Again, go back to the basic hockey here.
And actually, this is an interactive game. Since we can't see comments, you can find me on Twitter at S-Side Sportside. Let us know where you're watching from. If you have any questions about the tournament or Newfoundland, if you have a vacation coming up here, just ask us and we'll let you know. So that's S-Side Sportside on Twitter. You can see that in the bottom left corner there. Here's Frazier getting that one up to Toma. 6:20 remains here in the second period. Here's Patterson. Up to Paul. Paul's going to chase it in. That one chipped off the boards. And now here's Cameron with it down behind the net. 6:05 left to go here in the second period. One played in. Sim trying to take it down on the net. It goes to Patterson. Patterson around the boards to Gieberson. And now Adams going to try to take it back. Going out to the blue line to Williams. Williams walks in and shoots. That one just sails wide of the cage. Down low to Sim. Finds its way out in front. Gieberson with a no-nonsense clearance. The New Brunswick fans thought it went in their own net there for a second. And now Williams with a shot. That one goes wide. And the Crushers are like a new team out there, Steve. I don't know if you got a mic in their helmet or something. It's like they listen to you.
Absolutely. They just came back there fast and furious.
And here's Adams trying to take it to the net here. That one turned over. The Crushers trying to make something happen as they work their way up ice. In comes Sim. And now Paul is going to get it back. Paul gets it off the boards. Ripped back into the zone, but Gieberson gets it, and oh boy, that was close. Just barely avoiding the offsides. And now Ebbett going to get it back. Ebbett off the boards, redirects it back into the zone. Williams is going to take it. Williams giving it up ice. Played back into Cameron. Cameron has it down low off the boards as the Crushers try to get it up the ice, looking for more goals. This is the least amount of goals they've scored so far in this tournament. Every game they've had 4 or more. They scored 4 against the Hitmen, 7 against the Knights, and 14 against the Matrix. And 16 of those goals have come in the first period of play, which really shows how quickly they get started. Here's MacGyver getting that one off the boards. Little tried to knock it down, and now it goes to Cameron. Cameron around the boards and just avoiding too many men on the ice there. That's also another annoying one for coaches.
It is, absolutely.
Here's Gieberson. Tried to get that one, but it is iced down, and it will be a face-off in Bulls offensive territory. So, Steve, only a little bit left to go in the second period. How do you think both teams are playing so far?
Fantastic. I mean, the Bulls have certainly come along. They've kept out of the box. Crushers still moving that puck very well. Bulls getting more shots on net for the second period. It's a great second period.
It has been a really good second period. The first period hasn't done this game justice.
Nope, not at all.
That's for sure, and I think you picked a good game to come on the stream with us, Steve.
It's exciting.
Been a very well-matched one so far. Oh, and they got another one! It's Gieberson from the blue line. It hit a body in front, it looked like. And
shoot 'em low.
The Bulls are alive here. They got the defibrillator over on the bench.
We got ourselves a game.
My goodness. You must be up here so happy about that, Steve.
Yeah.
That'd be so satisfying if you were on the bench.
100%. The momentum's definitely changed here.
So it's 3-2 now. Gieberson, it hit like 2 or 3 bodies on the way to the net, and that's another low shot that went into the net. Like, I think you were down doing the pep talk in the dressing room, because 3 out of 5 of the goals in this game have been low shots.
Oh, you got it.
Maybe our team should start watching this game. Here's Cormier giving it across. In walks Paul, who shoots that one. Glove down in goal. And just listen to the New Brunswick fans. I mean, they have just been like something let out of a cage since the Bulls got back into the game.
Yeah.
How do you think that helps the kids over on the bench?
Oh, the momentum's definitely now on the bench there. They got the excitement, the energy. Crushers now, they just need to keep doing what they're doing, moving that puck, and keep playing their game they're playing.
And there's a lot of New Brunswick fans that made the trip here to Newfoundland, so we hope they're enjoying their stay. And hopefully they're getting the proper Newfoundland treatment. That one hit the crossbar. And the Crushers are parking 4 bodies in front of the net now, it looks like, just trying to get a yucky goal. That would have been a really nice goal.
It would have been. Yeah, the Crushers didn't, that second goal didn't seem to faze them. They came right back out of the gates and put the pressure on.
So the Crushers have only trailed for 1 minute in this whole tournament, and that was to the AAA Hitmen. The Hitmen scored first in that game, and ever since then the Crushers have not trailed since, and that's looking to be in a bit of jeopardy here as they try to work it up ice. I mean, this is going to be huge for the Bulls going into this intermission,
It is.
getting back into the game. I mean, what would you say to these kids in the dressing room, Steve?
I mean, if you're the Bulls, you just keep coming out hard. You really got to, at the drop of the puck in the third periods, the next goal is going to take, it's going to really change the momentum of this game there. So you want to make sure both teams are going out, doing the best they can, moving that puck, and crashing that net.
The next goal, you're right, is going to be huge in this game. And the Crushers looking to get it here. Look, all the screens in front. If you notice, the defense on the Bulls is guarding the forwards. So the forwards pull the defense in front of that, and that's more bodies.
Absolutely. I saw their coach actually tell them to motion with their hands to come closer. So he might have gave them that little pep talk.
And that's where you need video review here for one of those play investment for next year, maybe. Here's Ebbett down around the boards. Cameron's going to try to get it. Cameron gets it down low. Oh, snuck out in front. What a save. Rebound, and that one cleared away by Giberson. Out to the blue line. Cameron shoots. Look for a tip in front. Lost to MacArthur. Shot on net. Rebound. They dig away for it. And a little bit of pushing and shoving in front of the net. And Steve, how do you feel about players protecting their goalie like that?
I think it's good. I mean, you got to protect your goalie. Your goalie's the last stop there. And again, for the Bulls crashing the net, they're doing what their job is, and the Crushers' job is to make sure that they stop them from squeaking any quick rebound out.
Actually, we got a tweet on Twitter. Peace Train is watching from Westville for the Crushers versus Bulls game, and he's cheering for the Crushers. So glad to have you joining us, as we are for everybody else watching the live stream. And if you're wondering how come we haven't responded to your tweet yet, try to tag myself on Twitter. Oh, what a save by McDonald. They try to jam it in. What a strong pad from McDonald. How did he keep that puck out of the net?
Beauty save. Well, you can really see the intensity pick up from both teams here now.
My goodness, that's unbelievable how he managed to keep that puck out of the net.
Great finish.
And we got a penalty here against the Crushers.
Head contact, maybe.
And that's going to be 2 minutes, and this is huge for the Bulls, huge. What kind of power play unit would you send out now for the Bulls? No fair play in this tournament.
No,
either,
then you got to put your 5 best out and your 4 best out and get out of this second period here now. You got 1 minute and 4 left.
So 1:04 remains. The Bulls just had a great chance to tie the game, but McDonald with a beautiful stop. And this is the time, this is the place to do it. Just before you head into the intermission. Usually the intermission is where games change. Usually that's when the Bulls would start to make the comeback. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens once this period's over. And it seems like the Crushers are starting to panic a little bit here. Winds it up and shoots. That one blocked in front. Down around the boards. Nice play by Patterson. And now here's Frazier trying to take it to the net. 25 seconds remaining here in the second period. Cameron takes a shot. Rebound freed in front. Patterson is going to get it back. 15 seconds left to go now in the second period. The Bulls looking to tie the game before this period ends. Giberson trying to cut across the top. That one blocked. And now here he goes. Jackson Frazier trying to just get a shot off, but it looks like that's going to do it for a second period of play. And that was a black second period. The Bulls, that's all you could see was their jerseys flying up and down the ice.
Yep.
My goodness, what a second period. So myself, Seth Hyde, and Steve Winters will be back once the third period commences. And that's going to be an exciting one. Hey, Steve.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Too bad we got to go to an intermission now, folks. Great chance for you to use the bathroom, get a drink, because you're going to need it, and put on a new pair of socks because your old ones got knocked off. All right, everybody, and welcome back to the Paradise Double Ice Complex for the third and final period of play between the Bulls and the Crushers. And what a first two periods of play it's been, Steve.
Absolutely. There were tale of two different periods. But the Crushers, they're relentless. They keep going. They're keeping their composure. They got that 1-goal lead. So let's see if they can keep it to the third.
And we've seen a lot of great hockey over the weekend, but this is by far, I'd say, the most thrilling game we've seen and the most well-matched one, even though some of the scores have been 3-2 and 4-1 and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. You can really hear it, the fans here now.
And Steve, how would you feel even as a coach coming out with these fans?
I wouldn't let it get to me. It's great for the kids on both sides, but I don't think I'd even bring it up to the kids. They're here to play hockey. They know what they got to do. They got one goal, and that's to win the game.
And what about if you were the Bulls now coming out on the ice with such a loud crowd?
Just keep playing your game. Just keep it to the basics. Again, keep we got 15 minutes left of hockey. Anything can happen here in the third period with a 1-goal lead. It's going to be an amazing third period. Looking forward to it.
So here we go, both teams making their way to the face-off dot. Remember, the Bulls are still on the power play. My name is Seth Hyde alongside Steve Winters. And before puck drop, we want to give a shout out to the grandmother of Simon Beasley. It's Faith Mean. She is watching from New Brunswick, I'd assume. I met her husband here. He's a really nice guy, said some kind words about the live stream this weekend. So a huge shout out to Faith Mean, watching from New Brunswick. Happy to have you with us, and thank you so much for all the support throughout this tournament. And we got an icing call to get started here in this game, and they're on the penalty kill, so they're gonna have a face-off at center ice once again.
Could be a little bit nervous out there now. You never know.
Can't imagine being a ref now with a game with such high stakes as this. And I know your son Nick refs as well. Did you ever ref when you were younger?
I did not. No, it was more just playing hockey. That's all.
Must be hard. Maybe we should get Nick up here and ask him what it's like to be an official. There it is, down behind the net. The Bulls resetting, looking to make something happen. It goes up to Giberson. And now Adam is going to chase it down. He's pressuring Cameron. It's winged off the boards, kept in by Patterson. Frazier rolls off his stick, and now away goes Cameron. Cameron taking that up ice. Oh, beautiful pass. It's Sim. Oh, that was gorgeous. And it went wide of the net.
Wow.
Oh, that was so close. A beautiful passing play, and the Bulls get a lucky break.
Yeah, highlight reel there. Had the whole open net.
So the Bulls doing a bit of pushing and shoving in front of the net. If you were the coach, would you be telling them, give that up, guys? Would you say, keep it going?
No, I'd let them play. They're not doing anything they're not hurting anybody. It's just a part of the game here now.
My goodness, so a lucky break for the Bulls. They got the horseshoe over there on the bench with that luck.
Yeah.
And now here's Giberson trying to get it up ice. Here's Sim. Taking it up through the middle. He cuts back and pins it up against the boards. And, oh, that was a close one. Even Frazier thought he was going to the box for that one. Now Grace takes it out of the zone, and we're back to even strength. Great job by the Crushers. What a morale booster that must be for this team, Steve.
100%. Right coming out of the gates. Nice, another shot.
Look at that one from Sim. Just went over the net. That was destined for the top corner. And backdoor feed, and my goodness, the Bulls, another lucky break, and now here they come on the counterattack. It's Jackson Frazier who's going to pick it up. Going down around the board, Smith is going to pressure that. Here's Rouet trying to keep it in. Ebbett now gives it across. Going there to Cameron. Cameron, great pressure here from the Bulls. It's Braden Dorr. Dorr trying to take it to the net, slow to get to his feet. Play continues. Away go the Crushers. It's Green trying to take it up ice. Adams trying to free it on the boards. Adams still trying to drive it to the net. It goes to Paul. Slipped out in front, and that one gets away. Here's Ebbett. There to Adam. Down around the boards. That one turned over. Beautiful cross-ice pass there to MacArthur, but Ebbett's going to get there first. And just like the second period, it's been a pretty slow start. A lot of neutral zone play. Both teams just trying to set up a breakout. So let's see if that'll change here as the Crushers try to bring it back into the zone. Hines up to McCallum. Hines getting it back. McCallum gets it to MacArthur. MacArthur still trying to take it to the net. McCallum to Hines. Hines sends it across to Cormier. He puts that one down around the boards. It's Ebbett who's going to chase. Ebbett gets it up to Paul. Pass ahead, the Bulls taking it in on net. Adams going to free it, and that's called for offsides. So, Steve, what's your biggest pet peeve as a coach?
Players showing up late to practices. 100%.
And we actually showed up a little bit late while you were waiting for us. You said you'd be here 8:25, and we got here at 8:30, so we'll have to do a few laps and a few push-ups to make up for it.
We'll make your parents do the laps.
Yeah, there you go. They were the ones driving, not me. Not me.
Right.
But what about for a game, though? We know it's pretty frustrating in practice, but what about on the bench when you're coaching during a game?
I don't think there's really anything that I have as a pet peeve. It's just keeping the kids motivated. And to see them down, especially at this level, it's not hard for kids to get down, but it's very easy for them to get really positive and get the adrenaline going, the excitement back in them. Just keeping them motivated, really.
And I know as a defenseman dad and the defenseman coach of our team, you don't like seeing pizzas up the middle and your defenseman panicking either.
Yeah.
And the Crushers were doing a bit of that, but it seems like they've really turned that around during the intermission.
Got their composure back.
That's something about these kids in this tournament. They've been so calm. Like they're not panicking to just try to get it out, get it out, get it out. They're actually taking their time and taking a breath and saying, okay, we got to get this puck out somehow.
Great puck control for sure.
Here's Williams trying to take it to the net. It goes down the ice. Cameron is going to get it back. Cameron gives it back, fanned on by Williams. Williams sends it over to Cameron. Still plenty of hockey left to go in this game. It's going to be such an interesting finish. The last two games we've seen here last night, the All-Newfoundland battle between the Knights and the Hitmen, ended 3-2, the exact same scenario as this game. Hitmen got down 3-0 early, scored 2 goals, but they couldn't get the third. So will the Bulls change that up here in this game? Actually, the Crushers, they went undefeated. They went 29-1. So they've only had one tie. Every other game they've won this season. That includes tournaments, playoffs, regular season, everything. Amazing. And now here they come again. Sim, beautiful pass in front. And another lucky bounce there for the Bulls. McCallum was left all alone in front. It seems like the Bulls are starting to get a little bit lackluster on defense here.
Absolutely, a little bit flat-footed here.
There's been a lot of guys left all alone in front, and now here's Frazier. He scores! Can you believe this? Jackson Frazier, Mr. Sports Center, scores his second goal of the game, and the Bulls have come all the way back. That's unbelievable, Steve.
Absolutely. What a game we got here now.
How satisfied would you be on that bench? Bulls getting down 3-0 so early, and then they come back.
Absolutely. You know, 8 minutes of penalties in the first period. You only got 11 shots on net, 3 goals. It's a tie game, 3-3, 10 minutes left. It's going to be a great finish.
Jackson Frazier does it again. His second goal this game. It just trickles past the netminder. And it kills me not to be able to scream and shout about that goal, but we're trying to keep my voice, especially for tomorrow's championship game. Man, what an upset this would be. This would be the second time this season the Bulls have beaten an undefeated team.
Wow.
They beat the New Brunswick Aces to get to the Atlantics in the provincial final, so they know what it's like to take down undefeated teams.
Amazing.
So this is the first time a game has been tied for the Crushers since they played the Hitmen in the first game of the tournament. That one swung down into the zone. It's picked up by Green. He cuts it back to the blue line to Grace, who shoots. Oh, it found its way, but beautiful defense by the Bulls to keep that out. It just trickled its way to the net. There's Paul trying to get it off the boards. Adams, he's gonna play that one down, and now here's Cameron with it. Cameron cutting back across. Away go the Crushers. It's MacArthur, pass in front to Green. Green trying to shovel it through, that one's blocked. And now away go the Bulls, looking to make something happen. 9-10 remains here. Off the boards, Adams. Giving it to Giberson. And now here they are again, it's Paul. Oh, it hit the mask of McDonald. What a way to wake you up in the morning. We could have used that to try to get here on time with you, Steve.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you had your coffee in you this morning, that's pretty clear.
That's up, yep.
None of my family drinks coffee, so maybe that was a bit of a bad decision here this morning, not getting some caffeine into us. That one goes down around the boards. McEachran's gonna try to get it. 8:35 left in the second period. Oh, that was close. Great recovery by number 99, Ebbett, sporting the great one, Wayne Gretzky's number. Down around the boards, it's Hines with it. 8:20 left to go now. And I'm not sure if games can end in ties in the Atlantics, because on the website it says overtime wins and overtime losses, so we could get an overtime treat maybe.
Wow.
For the first time in this tournament. That'd be pretty cool to see.
Absolutely.
Here's Hines sending it over to Cormier. Cormier up to Little. And now away they go. It's the Crushers bringing it in. Here's Little sending it over in front of the net, and there it is on the rebound. It is, who scored that one? We're trying to see. He's lost in the crowd.
He's the most excited kid on the ice, that's for sure.
And it's number 7, Jackson MacGyver. As sneaky as the guy from the TV show MacGyver, he gets it into the back of the net, and it's 4-3. And just like that, the Crushers pull out in front. How about that, Steve?
Yeah,
unbelievable stuff from them. And it's so good to see that it didn't get the Crushers down, and they could have another one here as Sim brings it in, but it just gets off his stick. Yeah, a lot of teams would get discouraged when they blow a lead like that, but the Crushers
didn't let it phase them.
Have really hung on. You're exactly right. They didn't let it get to their head, and now they got the lead once again in this game, and now they just got to keep it. And now here's Williams. Williams trying to take it to the net, picked up by Giberson. Actually, I got to give a shout out on Twitter. We got a Twitter message from antwood@hotmail.com. And that's in the net. It's Williams. It just got up over the netminder, Damien Fournette. And Steve, what would you say on the Bulls bench now? You just got back in the game, and now they pull ahead once again.
I don't know. I'd probably call a timeout here and gather the troops together, get their composure in, get them positive, get them motivated. There's still 7 minutes left of the game, 2 goals down. Anything can happen here now.
Yeah, so I got to give a shout out.
There's a timeout there now.
Oh, there we go. They must have been listening to you. So I got to give a shout out to antworth@hotmail.com for helping us with the pronunciation of Giberson, number 65 on the Northwest Bulls, the captain of that team. So thank you very much. Goodness, what a game this has been.
Yeah, it certainly has been. I mean, you know, started off the first period, you didn't know which way it's going to go. Second period was fantastic. This third period, very exciting. So
many twists and turns, and that's what hockey's all about, really.
And that last little goal, I mean, it's unfortunate it popped over his head.
And I actually thought he got the glove save on it.
I did too from our angle.
So here we go, both teams sending their players back out with 6:59 left to go in the second period. Bulls came back already. Can they do it again here? We'll find out as Ebbett chases it down. Goes around the boards, Rouet trying to get it. Goodness, again, I'm so blown away by the crowd here for this game. For two non-Newfoundland teams. There's a huge showing of fans here, especially the New Brunswick fans. A lot of them have come out in support of their team. Here's Swain getting it out to the blue line to Grace. Lovely pass across to Cameron. Sent out in front. Oh, it just got away from Swain. That was close.
They seem to be doing that play a lot this period.
Yeah, they always have somebody at the back door.
Absolutely.
This has been such a thrilling hockey game. It's like watching the NHL shrunk down here at the Paradise Double Ice Complex. Honey, I shrunk the NHL, I guess we could say. Here's Frazier trying to take it ahead. Still trying to get it out of the zone. He's looking for his hat trick in this game. Swain out to the blue line. In steps Cameron, tees it up. Takes it to the outside. Oh, beautiful moves from him. He came right in from the blue line. And Steve, what are your thoughts on defensemen pinching like that?
In this, they're up by 2. I think he made the right call there, but generally when you're up by 2, you don't want to make those commitments unless you know you can get it. But yeah, I think he made the right call there.
Here's Ebbett with it. Off the boards, and it's cleared down the ice by the Bulls, and that's going to be an icing call and a chance for them to reset here with 5:21 left to go in the second period. Such great hockey we've seen this weekend. And Steve, how do you think hockey's come a long way since you played? What differences have you seen here?
Oh, a lot of private hockey. For us, it was usually one practice, one game. Now, I mean, if you're missing a day, you're not playing enough hockey from what I see out there. But kids are more involved. Skill level's gone up. A lot of females have joined the game, which is great to see as well. But it's definitely raised the bar for competitive hockey.
Absolutely, this sport has come a long way. Developed a lot. The equipment has developed a lot. The sticks, the helmets, everything.
Technology definitely playing a part. Yeah.
And it shows no signs of slowing down. That's for sure. The NHL got a great future, especially with these kids, as Hines just barges in on the net here, trying to get it out to the blue line. Cormier's going to put it down around the boards. Picked up by MacGyver. MacGyver trying to free it. 4:30 remains here in the second period. Lost on the wall, backdoor feed, lost Smith. Trying to get it up is McEachran. Losing it, Frazier trying to free it. And now here he goes, Jackson Frazier looking for his hat trick. Frazier's gonna shoot, that one goes just wide of the net. Oh, rebound, and they got it back. Wow. They have got it back. It's Cash Smith with the cash money right in front of the net. He did the back check, he did the forecheck, and he got his paycheck. And that was a flimsy rebound off the backboards, came out in front, and he just got enough on it to get it in the back of the net. And once again, this game has taken another U-turn.
Anything can happen here now. 1 goal, 4 minutes and 10 seconds. It was a great game. And
let's drop you right on the Crushers bench once again. What are you telling them now? You just got up by 2 goals, and now the Bulls are coming back again.
Just don't go on your heels. Keep pushing forward. Get the red line, puck control, time control, but still, you only got 1 goal. It's not enough. You keep at it, still put the pressure on.
You know what's a bit of a coincidence here? The Bulls are playing against a team in red, and we know over in Spain they use that red ribbon or whatever, and they'll pull it away as the Bulls charge at you, and I think that's what's going on here.
You can see that.
They're charging at the red. What do they call that sport? Is that bull riding? No. The one where they charge at the cloth, the red cloth. We'll have to Google. We'll use Google next whistle now to find out. But here they go. The Bulls charging in again. It's Adams with it down low. Adams trying to free it. Here's Paul. And now Adams lifting the stick at Cameron. Man, both of these teams really got to avoid taking a penalty here.
They do. That's crucial.
That one ripped into the zone there. Fournette plays the puck just in time with 2:55 left in the third period. Goodness, what a finish of this game. This is going to be 2 comebacks for the Bulls if they can get this goal back. But it slipped out in front, and it goes just wide of the net. And McDonald's holding something as he makes his way to the bench.
And now the question is for the coach, when do you pull your goalie?
Absolutely. Do you agree with pulling the netminder? Because I know that's a big debate in the hockey world.
I probably would, yeah, a game like this.
And if the Bulls do win this game, they still have a shot at getting into the championship, so they've got a lot to win and a lot to lose as well, so this is pretty crucial to them. And that's...
They're going to be shorthanded here now.
Yeah, that's not good for the Bulls. Really not good for the Bulls. We were just talking about that. And that's a bit of an unlucky one against Giberson. I mean, he's so big.
He is.
He's just went into the boards to get the puck, and somebody bounced off him, and now they're shorthanded here. So
that's not what you want to see with 2 minutes and 14 seconds left as a coach or a player.
Also, today is April Fool's Day as well. And actually, a shout out to Peace Train. The sport is called bullfighting.
Oh, yeah.
Bullfighting. Yeah, bullfighting. So that's what the Bulls are doing here. They're running right after the red cloth. That is the Crashers jersey. And they're just one goal away here, but they are shorthanded. So April Fool's Day today here. Wonder what tricks they played in the dressing room.
That's right, yeah.
We had a novice select tournament on April Fool's Day a few years back. And one of the kids on my team said the game was canceled. As I came in the dressing room, everybody else was getting ready. So I think he could have executed it a little better. So 1:45 left to go. Steve, what kind of PK you sending out here for the Bulls when you're trying to get back in the game?
You got to send 9 of your best out here now. Four from one, 5 from the other.
And would you still pull your goalie even if you were...
It depends on where you are. If you needed to win, if the one goal didn't make a difference, you're shorthanded. Probably not a great idea here, yes.
And this is the tightest game the Crushers have played so far this tournament. They've won every game by at least 3 goals until this one, unless they pop in 2 quick ones here.
Take your time.
And the goalie's out. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Here's Sim. Looking to keep his goal streak going here. Oh, what a defense play by Rue, but that one's lost in open ice. Oh my goodness, everybody's losing the puck.
Great pressure, great pressure.
And now here's Rue with the behind the net. Oh my goodness, I can't believe they actually went through with that. Seems to be working out for him so far, and not anymore. What a shot from Jack Cameron, a snipe from center ice. And that looks like that's gonna do it for this game. Man, oh man, what a game from the Bulls, though.
It was, yeah. The penalties, I think, really killed them in this one, but they played a stand-up hockey game.
Yeah, they fought all the way back. Again, the score doesn't tell the tale of the game, that's for sure.
Nor are the shots on net. Great game from both sides.
And there's a difference between a loss and a loss, if that makes sense. There's some games you deserve to win, and some you deserve to lose, and I think this was a game that the Bulls deserve to win, but the Crashers' first period start was a huge factor in their win in this game today.
100%.
I think this is going to be great for the Crashers, too.
Good for the morale.
And now they got their goalie out again, and they might win by 3 here if they score a goal, Steve. We might have jinxed that.
You never know. They got the pressure on.
Here it is, dug free by Adams on the boards. Just 30 seconds remain now as the Bulls still looking to get back into the game here. That one ripped on net, blocked. Here's Paul with it, 20 seconds remaining now, but and there's a penalty coming up here against the Crushers.
Oh, I think they got it added 4 or 5 more seconds of that clock.
My goodness, so Bulls 2 goals in 18 seconds here is what they need. They need a hero.
They need a matador, is it? Is that what the bullfighters have?
There you go. See, even better, even better.
And we didn't Google that one.
Yeah, that one was off the cuff. All right, so it's going to be 6-on-4 now. Bulls can, I mean, what a comeback that'd be. Absolutely. 2 goals in 18 seconds. And, well, what's going on here? Somebody else MacGyver has gone to the penalty box as well. So is it going to be 5-on-3?
No. Didn't see what happened.
Oh, it's roughing. The player on the Bulls, Adams, gone to the penalty box, so it's a roughing call against both of those players. So still 5-on-4, 6-on-4, because the goalie's out at the other end of the ice.
This face-off is crucial.
Look at that face-off formation, too. Bulls players swarming that net. If Grace can get it out of the zone here, that'd be a big help. But Giberson keeps it. Giberson shoots it. Glove down in front. Rebound freed. They jam away for it. And it is just almost got out of the zone. Giberson trying to get it in. But that's going to do it, folks. What an unbelievable hockey game this was. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if you were the Bulls in this game.
Not at all.
Coming in against an undefeated team like the Crushers.
They played well. They played really, really well.
They played an unbelievable game. They're going to be in action later today against the Hitmen, but the Crushers stay undefeated, and they're going to be going to the championship game tomorrow. They got a long wait time. They got 24 hours until they play again, so hopefully they don't burn themselves out playing mini sticks in the hotel. Yeah, I'd be very proud if I was a Bulls player, Bulls parent right now.
Yeah, they played well.
What a game from both of these teams. Game of the tournament, I'm giving this one so far. Still got only two more round robin games left, which is crazy. This tournament has really flew by. And these teams from abroad can get back to their sunlight rather than the snowy streets of St. John's. So, Steve, what are your thoughts on this game? What a game.
It was a fantastic slow start for the Bulls there, but at the end of it, what a fantastic finish from both teams.
And if you're going into both teams' dressing rooms right now, what would you say to each of them?
For the Bulls, just to, shrug it off. First period with a few penalties, hard luck. For the Crushers, just keep doing what you're doing, keep the morale high. Fantastic. Great hockey to watch.
So it's Braden Dorr getting player of the game for the Bulls. And what would you say in the Crashers dressing room?
Just keep your morale going, keep the momentum going. Whatever the coach is doing, I think they're doing a fine job in the dressing room and after the games because the Crushers are crushing it.
And Anna MacArthur is going to get player of the game for the Crushers, and the Crushers really are crushing it, undefeated since October, and they continue their reign. They got to do one more game to complete the Triple Crown this season. And to end off their stellar season, the Bulls will be back in action. If the Knights lose, the Bulls still have a chance to get in the final against the Hitmen. And what a headache that'd be to figure out who's going to get in there. Steve, thank you so much.
Thank you, buddy.
For joining me.
Great pleasure.
For this morning's game. So happy to have you with me here today. And hopefully we can get you back some other time.
Appreciate it. Thanks, buddy. Good to be here.
All right, and thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back in action at 12:30. My name is Seth Hyde alongside Steve Winters, and we will see you next time.